Is that right?
I don't know. It's close enough. We can just start this. Is that right? Is that right? It's close enough. All right. Whoa, what number is this?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
I just realized something.
What did you just realize?
Yes. Oh, man. This is epic.
What's that?
Okay. What episode is this, sir?
This is
31, right? Because I had like a margarita.
31, yeah. 31.
I had a margarita last time to celebrate 30.
Yeah. Episode 31.
They're empty. Who is our sponsor tonight, Mr. Devin?
Some rum.
Mocambo. There we go. Get that glare off.
Who gave this to you?
Somebody who came to one of my Cabana parties, and forgive me if you want. Whoever it was that gave me this isn't watching this anyhow.
International Taste Quality Crystal Taste Award of 2014, 2013. A bunch of awards here on the label.
And this is a 20-year rum.
Ooh, and it's bottle number 97 of 230.
Wow. Somebody was really nice to me. And it's a cool looking bottle too.
Barrel number 658.
It better taste good.
Bottle 97 of 230. Well, let's see.
Let's give this a shot, Shotster. Oh, we need something to cut that, don't we? All right, look at you. He-Man.
You're the one that works out every morning. Look at you
Not every
all,
morning.
Look at you looking all swole.
Swole. I remember a million years ago, back when I used to lift weights a lot, and I had been on a streak of non-lifting. And it was very funny. I went back to the gym, and it was my much younger days, and it's just like, I can just go right in. You should always ease in. And I just went, no, screw it. I'm just going in full bore. And I really hurt myself.
You hurt yourself?
And it was so funny because Brett came over to visit, and he goes, wow, you're looking really big. You've been working out. And I said, no, it's actually, I'm swelled up. my chest, I had this massive chest because it was swollen. It hurt. I couldn't do anything. It was stupid.
Well, cheers to stupid.
Cheers to stupid.
We all do stupid stuff.
Oh, wait. That smells pretty good.
It smells good. Smells delicious.
And it's got a nice golden color.
Yeah, it does.
It's been aged.
This might be a half bottle night if this is good. Ooh.
I like this.
Ooh, that's good.
Whoever you are, whoever gave me this at one of my Cabana parties, I apologize that I have not. Wow, that's a good tasting rum. Mocambo, 20-year aged rum, made. Where is this made?
Mexico, I think. What
product of Mexico?
Spell it again. More.
Mocambo. Mocambo. See.
Mocambo.
That's a good rum. Wow.
Oh yeah.
That tastes really good.
Holy shit! It's $70.
Somebody likes their Cabana man.
Somebody loves their Cabana man. This is a $70 bottle of rum, my friend.
I didn't buy it. Cheers. Here's to good friends who get you good things.
Yeah.
Like all the good meat that you always give me.
Well, I mean,
there's nothing better than having a neighbor who goes, hey man, I just made a bunch of whatever, whether it's brisket or chicken or turkey or fish or pork. So yeah, you want some? Oh gosh, I don't. Sure.
Well, I have to, you could have eaten dinner already. You never know. This is delicious.
I always have more room though for some barbecued victuals.
We should try it on ice next.
Good idea.
Just to see.
What are you, thirsty?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It was delicious.
So, what are we talking about tonight, Mr. D?
I had this one topic that I was thinking about today. Oh, I heard somebody say that humans being locked up in the city and all the light pollution, not being able to see the night sky, is akin to being I'm gonna screw this up.
I think you already have.
Yeah, I screwed it up. It's like losing your spirituality.
Losing your spirituality.
Yeah, because when you stay like in the woods and you see it, it's like awe-inspiring. Like it
Right.
kind of grounds you to the fact that you are puny. And
But a big city can make you feel puny too.
yeah, but it's not the same. It's not like the cosmos are speaking to you.
No, you're right about that.
Right?
You're right
that
about
was
that.
this person's point, right? Like
Yeah, that's
like
cool.
all the light pollution that we
Oh, yeah.
suffer with.
Well, even here, because yeah, we can go out and it's still pretty. But boy, when you truly get remote, where there is nothing but the light from nature,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you can see every single star.
Yeah, not just the big ones. Like
Right.
us, like we can only see the
Right.
big ones.
Yeah, and it turns out it's the search helicopter overhead.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, I thought that was interesting. That was interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was listening to this lady who wrote a book about herself because she was in a cult. And she got kicked out when she was 17 and had to like learn everything all over again.
Oh, wow.
It was interesting. Fascinating.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Today is an anniversary of something.
Of what?
Something that started in 2005. So it's 2019.
Years old.
It's 19 years old.
No, if it started in 2005.
And 19 is 24.
Yeah. Okay.
He works at Intel. He does the numbers.
Well, but you know how like sometimes like
No, I got you.
like
I got you.
if it would have passed.
Yeah, like if it was January 1st, 2005, but it wasn't. It was this day, 2005. This very day, when we're making this stupid video and posting it on what?
YouTube. Ah,
The very first YouTube video, 2005.
Today.
Entitled A Day at the Zoo or something like that.
really?
Yeah. And those guys are stinking rich now.
The guys who posted the
Who
first
developed, yeah, they were the ones that developed YouTube.
video? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they don't still run it.
No.
They sold it to Google,
Yeah.
to the evil empire that is
And
Google.
they might have actually sold it before it got sold to Google.
Oh, really?
I think so, because didn't Google just recently purchase it? And I was thinking that they...
No.
All I know is that the very first YouTube video was this day, 2005, A Day at the Zoo. And these guys, did they realize there would be two ugly morons like us posting videos on YouTube?
It was actually launched February 14th, 2005.
No, the very first video was today. Dude,
It was launched on February 14th, 2005 by Stephen Chen, Chad Hurley,
Right.
and some other dude.
but the
Three
very
former-
first video posted on YouTube. Okay. I've been celebrating the wrong day all this time.
I don't know.
No, it's okay. First YouTube video. Me at the zoo. Nearly 19 years ago, a guy named Jawed Karim posted the very first video to YouTube. The video, published on April 23rd, 2005, is titled Me at the Zoo. Thank you.
So.
Thank you for proving me right.
But it launched with no videos?
Obviously, they put it together, I guess. I don't know. This was at the
That's
San Diego Zoo in front of an elephant exhibit.
That's weird.
Yeah. So there you go. I am right. That's all that matters. I'm right. He is wrong.
What's your source? Why was there such a gap from when YouTube launched,
To the very first video.
yeah, to the very first video? This is where AI, large language models, are going to be epic. shortly after the site opened on a limited beta basis in May of 2005.
So in other words, that other thing you read was a piece of crap.
So Wikipedia is, I guess they are evil.
Well, Wikipedia isn't always, just because it's on Wikipedia doesn't mean it's right. Now,
No, I know.
in their defense, people are on it pretty quick to point out fallacies, but
See, this says, this is weird. What were they doing for the first whatever months? Okay, on February 14th, they registered the youtube.com domain.
see.
On April 21st, they uploaded. Okay, so
And
that's...
on
There you
April
go.
23rd, the first video was posted.
Well done, my friend.
So
Are
we're
we gonna
both right.
Try ice? Well, no. You... I was right about a date that was not what you were talking about.
Okay.
They launched by claiming a domain name.
Right.
But they didn't do shit for 2 months. Did you hear that on the radio or something?
I don't remember when I heard it a long time ago, and I stuck it on my little calendar because there are some dates I like to know. Because let's face it, that changed a lot.
Yeah, that was one of the.
It really changed the way people. It used to be you only watched TV.
TV sucks. TV sucks.
Even streaming, it's just. Yeah, but
No,
we still
streaming is
stream a
okay.
lot.
We stream. I stream almost everything,
Yeah.
either legally or otherwise. But now I have so many streaming services, I can't remember the last time I actually downloaded something.
That was a typed thing.
Yeah, actually, I think I do know. It was. My kid wanted to watch it. We couldn't find. I didn't even look on a streaming service. I bet it's there though.
I kind of like it better meat.
Well, we'll have to have round 3 then.
Yeah. Would you like some chips?
Sure.
I love torturing a diabetic.
Have you ever known me to turn down?
No. Doritos.
Oh, and you got a brand new.
I got a new badge.
Oh, and they're bigger ones. Oh.
What am I gonna have?
You got barbecue in there too?
Yeah.
Those are my wife's favorite.
Ooh. Maybe you should take home the bag to her. There you go.
All right.
Grab another one.
So what else has happened this week?
I got another fun one for you.
All right.
This little news item. This dude in Australia,
Okay.
who he is actively working on, because we have some DNA of this extinct species. He's going to bring it back to life. That's what he's trying to do. It's
Woolly mammoth?
It's the Tasmanian Tiger.
Ooh.
Picture about a 40-pound dog with the tail of a kangaroo and jaws like a crocodile with a bad temper. And he says, yeah, we should bring this back to life.
Well, I mean, Jurassic Park showed us that, we should really bring back things that are extinct. Humans learn nothing from movies. We learn nothing from movies.
I know. The whole AI thing. There have been lots of movies. Terminator, classic. We don't want to go down this path.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's inevitable.
It's like the unstoppable train. It just keeps going. You put something in front of it, doesn't matter, just pushes it aside like it's a piece of trash.
And it couldn't slow down.
Did you hear that we're in trouble with Papua New Guinea?
Because they ate Joe's uncle.
Hey, Joe's uncle.
Which obviously is not true.
Well, I heard that even the what is it? The division of the military that tracks like all these people said that the plane went down in the water.
Yeah, it did. One guy survived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like an actual account
Yeah.
of what happened, but no, he got eaten by
Yeah.
cannibals. apparently. Twice. Not once, but twice, it was said.
Well, 2 legs. So.
Yeah. What else? What else is going on in the world?
No, but okay, let's talk about this bringing stuff back to life.
Okay.
Is that a good idea?
I don't know. You got to try it on things you don't care about before you try it on humans.
Man, that would be kind of freaky bringing back a human.
I don't think it'll be bringing back a human. I think it'll be growing yourself
Right.
to transfer your consciousness so you can live forever.
Well, actually, there is, though, some validity to the idea of you using your stem cells to grow body parts so that when they go bad, your body's not going to reject it because it's you.
Yeah.
So I need a new liver, obviously, at some point. There you go. I got one that I made.
I need to not have diabetes.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. I don't know what I'd have to replace though, because it's not.
Your pancreas.
No, because my problem is type 2 diabetes, not type 1.
Okay.
Type 1 is your pancreas doesn't produce.
Okay.
And I think most people.
Well, what is type 2 then?
Type 2 is the thin layer around your cells that eat the sugar. There's like a fatty layer around it, and so they're resistant to the insulin going into the cell.
Oh, interesting. So your body is producing insulin,
Yeah.
but it's weak. You have weak insulin.
No, the insulin is fine.
No, your insulin's weak.
No, it's not the insulin. It's the cells that absorb the insulin are fatty, and it can't penetrate the cell. My cells are
Interesting.
like I would need.
And
like,
so that's
CRISPR.
why type 2 diabetes is usually because people are overweight.
Yeah, because they're fat, like me. Fat. And this fat. Right?
This is
So
why
I
I
would
get
need-
up at 5 a.m.
I would need like CRISPR or something.
CRISPR.
Yeah, don't you know what CRISPR is?
Oh.
CRISPR is the technology that basically like rewrites your genetic codes inside your body.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't. See, I think that's right up there with bringing the Tasmanian tiger back to life. I don't think that's a wise thing to do. Manipulating your whatevers.
CRISPR. CRISPR is a family of DNA sequences found in the genome of something. To cure life-threatening diseases, make coronavirus detection tests, and even modify human embryos with the consequent birth of babies. These are all like CRISPR things, targeting specific genes.
See, I was
for
thinking
laboratory-
CRISPR, like you're taking your fat and you're baking
No.
it so that it gets all
CRISPR
flaky,
genome
crunchy.
editing allows scientists to quickly create cell and animal models. So like with CRISPR technology, like they're saying that in China, right? Rich people who want to have a son are using CRISPR technology to make sure they get it.
Okay.
It's like editing. So like eventually they think with this CRISPR technology, you could say, I want 6'7", you know,
Right.
blonde hair, blue eyed, totally muscular, and the CRISPR could just impart that in the embryo.
Okay. That's assuming that there's not something beyond what we know.
Well, that's what they say. And then, you know, you have your Elon Musk implant already in there, and then they're superhumans.
Right.
Terminator.
Yes. Crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know, here's a funny thing, though. I don't see that really happening, or at least not well, because the one thing that I am learning more and more is, and I blame our phones, but also public education, but that doesn't explain things for people my age who just, people have just forgotten how to think. They just don't process things. They just don't think about things.
Like what?
Like anything really simple to just, rather than say, oh, I can't do that. Well, figure it out. So, you know, just work with it. Figure it out. Don't just go, phone, please tell me what do I do. You know?
No, I don't know.
Well, I can't get real specific because on the off chance that someone might be watching this,
Okay.
I don't want to...
So make something up.
Okay, this will just get edited out. I'm just going to tell you.
Okay.
No. Schools teach you to memorize this, take your test, forget it. Memorize this, take your test, forget it. They don't teach you to figure things out.
Well,
They don't.
We've already discussed that the only reason schools are in place is so that you can train yourself how to sit and do a stupid job you don't want to do for the rest of your life. That's the only thing they're good for. Like, we've discussed this. You can go back and look. There's at least...
I'm not about to go.
Right? So, saying that, you know, it's the education system's fault, sure, you can say that. But again, right, if you don't know how to do something, you've never done it before.
Okay, in school's defense, though, because, you know, a lot of people like to harp on the schools, rightfully so, but also the teachers always like to harp on the parents, rightfully so, because there's a marriage between the two.
No, there shouldn't be.
The school is a tool
Yes.
to be used, but the parents are the actual instructors.
Yeah, that's what...
That's the way it's
being a
supposed to
parent
be.
is.
But there's a lot of parents who don't do that.
Well, there's a lot of...
People you and I know.
Yes. But there's also... circumstance, right?
Sure.
Where,
Like growing up with a single parent in a single wide trailer.
Yes.
Where you got nothing,
So
no
what
instruction.
did your parents teach you?
Nothing.
Okay, so, I mean, you could say the same thing about your parents. You could say the same thing about you, right?
However, obviously I saw things my dad did. And I saw things my mom did. I didn't want to copy what my mom did.
Agreed.
I wanted to copy what my dad did.
I have worked my entire adult life to not parent like my parents. I mean, they were there, so you got to give them credit for that.
Do you want ice?
No. I think I agree with you. But I always like to try because,
Yeah.
you know,
Absolutely.
you never know until you try.
Thank you.
No. Thank the person who gave this bottle.
The mystery donor.
This is delicious.
Hey, speaking of China,
What about China?
the mystery donor.
What do you mean?
Because, you know, they hawk body parts off of their slaves, too.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that guy? Was it in China or was it in Germany? Maybe it was in Germany, but he was also doing it in China where they were taking people. Oh, it was the museum where you see the people like exploded and you see like all the internal body parts and they're like all cut up and they're like museum exhibits.
Okay.
Those are like real people that were like prisoners in Russia and China, and they just murdered them and made them exhibits.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah. I would cheers, but that's not a really...
That's not a cheersable thing.
No, it's messed up.
Well, may they rest in peace.
Yes, and
may God say, look, that sucked. I'm going to give you something better
the
here.
crazy thing is there was... So this was going on in China as well, because I remember this...
Obviously, anything like that, that's going to go on in China.
I remember the story.
They're rotten, horrible people.
So
Not the Chinese people, the government.
the mayor of this town in China was sleeping with somebody in the town, right? Mm-hmm. And his wife worked at one of these places that made these things.
Man, there's so much more flavor without the ice.
Yeah, there is. I totally agree.
Sorry. So anyhow, he was doing what?
So he was sleeping with this lady, right? But he was married, and the lady that he was married to ran one of these places that murdered these people and turned them into exhibits. He got this lady pregnant, and she found out, and she had her killed and used in the exhibit, pregnant, cut up while she was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is psychotic.
Yes. Crazy
So-
things you hear down the Cabana hole.
So, okay, that's interesting because my wife and I are reading through Mere Christianity, written by C.S. Lewis.
Okay.
And the dude, he is deep. He is deep. And it's interesting because yesterday, the chapter was on how basically in dealing with evil and good, you've got the end result isn't evil, but is actually good or in its originality. The difference is how you obtain it. You have good ways to obtain it and evil ways to obtain it.
Like example.
And so basically, these people are satisfying their own needs, whether it be sexual, financial, what would it be called? Feeding yourself, sexual, financial, livable? I don't know. Give me a few more glasses and I'll know. But anyhow, that end in and of itself is not bad. What is bad is the means that people use to get to that thing. And it was fascinating the way he was wording things. I was like, I hadn't really thought about it that way before. But yeah, when a guy, even when a guy does something horrific to somebody else, it is to satisfy a need that he has. And now that does exist. That does exist.
I don't know. There can't be anything good about torturing and killing someone for your own personal need.
No, and that's the point. Is he's not saying that that's good. But what it is doing is it is satisfying a need that you have. And so there's a means of satisfying that need in a good way, and there's a means of satisfying that need in a bad way.
Get a puppet?
Yeah. Sock puppet. That's what we'll be doing next. 2 weeks from now. I'll bring the socks out.
Sock puppets. We'll have them eat Doritos. Dorito puppets.
Burrito puppets. Hello! How are you, Devin? You can't even see my lips move! I was drinking before this.
I was not.
Oh.
I had to drive to go piano.
Yeah. Don't drink and drive, boys and girls.
Yeah.
That's what I did back in the day when it was okay.
Was it okay?
Yeah. It used to be. When I was a teenager, yeah.
It was okay, or it just wasn't punished as broadly? So fast.
I know. What a waste of time.
Well, for those guys.
Yeah. Both of them.
What happened to the small bags?
I don't know.
Small
What
bags?
Julie bought last time. I don't think this has the blue bags though.
Yeah, that's what I was
Sorry.
looking for, something different.
You going Fritos?
Fritos it is.
Oh man, what's this world coming to?
Oh, here, take.
The end times are. What are you doing?
Sharing is caring, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank your wife.
Thank you, Julie. I know you're not watching this. Probably a good thing. Oh yeah, we can talk trash about our wives now. We're way past that.
We're way past 3
mark.
minutes. What else is going on in the world? Iran, Israel. Oh, did you hear about the Yale and Columbia
Oh, hell yeah.
shutting down because of the Palestinian protesters?
Because it's too dangerous for the Jewish professors.
Yeah.
That's because you've been teaching a bunch of crap. This is why I didn't go to college. I wanted to. I really did. But, you know, I knew that they were all a bunch of anti-Semite racists. So I didn't want to be involved with that because I'm above that.
But I sent my kids.
Not to Colombia. Oh, I saw a great tweet from someone. I don't know who it was, just some random guy. Something along the lines of, it's funny how you're safer in Colombia with an O than you are
Colombia.
Than at Colombia, yeah.
Maybe now. Did you hear about Ecuador? Ecuador?
Is it Ecuador?
Well, Ecuador
Yeah.
has a 36-year-old president.
Oh yeah,
And they
he
just-
has been kicking ass.
They just gave him a bunch of powers to like take on the drug cartels and kick ass.
They built a whole bunch of prison space, like the size of a city, and they just took all these drug guys and these gangs, locked them up,
Yeah.
put them on solid slabs because no, you could hide a weapon in a mattress. So
The
it's,
murder rate dropped 95%. Yeah.
yeah, it's one of the safest places around. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was Ecuador. Crazy.
Yeah.
But stands to reason.
But imagine having a president that has all his faculties. Imagine what that's like.
Yeah,
I have no idea what that's like.
yeah. Who knows? Who'd have thunk?
Nobody here.
Well, and this is why it's so funny. You got these people saying that I don't care if you're going to vote for Biden again or not, fine, because you're not really voting for the guy, obviously. You're voting for Barack because he's serving his third term.
Is he?
He is the only president in American history to not leave D.C. when he's done.
Is he residing in D.C.? Look at you. Look at you, Dana.
Anyhow, I understand voting for the party. You're not voting for Joe. And I understand voting for the party. You're not voting for Trump.
Interesting.
Yeah, fascinating, huh? He learns all kinds of things from me. Most of it crap.
Well, I just don't give a shit about Obama. He was an awful president.
But my point is, what was my point?
Your point was he's not really the president. I mean, he's the president, but he's not really making all the decisions.
No, and my point is, regardless of who, oh, I know where I was going. Regardless, I understand voting for him because you're voting for the Democrat Party. Fine. But you cannot, and there are so many people, the Joe Scarboroughs, and the funny one is the tweet by Mark Hamill, Luke, who's lost his mind, saying that he's the best president we've ever had.
Oh, dude, that was bought and paid for.
Joe Biden, the best president we've ever had. Come on, man.
Oh, man, I heard, who did I hear? Who was talking about this? Maybe it was Tucker? Talking about how Richard Nixon had the most, by popular vote, he was the most popular winning president at the time, by popular vote. And he was talking about naming all these names of people that worked in the CIA and all of this, who were on these committees and did this, and they all screwed Richard Nixon.
They got, was it Spiro Agnew that he had vice president? Got him out.
Yeah, they got
So
him
they
out.
put Gerald Ford
so
in.
they put Gerald Ford in, and then they ousted him and got Gerald Ford in. And Gerald Ford was on the Warren Commission.
Yeah, it's a machine, man. It's been a machine for ages.
But everybody's like, oh, I just wish we could go back to the good old days when, the news was right, and bullshit.
The news wasn't.
Bullshit. It's been like the way it is today forever, just nobody knew.
Yeah.
Just nobody knew. I knew.
But you know what? That's why everybody should have a home bar.
Well, no,
wonderful neighbors.
Everybody should not.
Well, okay, not everybody.
One person in the neighborhood should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say a responsible person.
Someone,
that rules me out
someone
too.
who can maintain the space.
Yeah. I am a firm believer that if, not everybody, but if every neighborhood had that home bar where people can get together.
Yeah.
Because I have so many friends of different stripes, and really, quite honestly, we all want the same thing. You know, we just want to do our thing and not be harassed by other people, by the government, by the man, you know, and just live our lives.
Yes.
That's all we want to do. So just and there's something about this place that my friends of different stripes, we all have a good time together. Even though we vote for the different people, we believe in different gods.
Or we don't vote at all.
Or we don't vote at all because we're an irresponsible jerk.
Yes, I am.
There's just something about that. I really think the world would be a better place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, now I have to cheers, but I drank too much. So let's a little bit more for the cheers.
I'll take a tiny bit more.
Maybe we should end it on cheers to the neighborhood place.
Cheers to the neighborhood place.
In my neighborhood, it's this guy. And for people of all ilks and walks of life and whatever, coming here and having a good time.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Come to the Cabana.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Make sure if you come, you invite me, because I don't want to be left out.